and gentlemen of the internet, it is an important day, it is a big day, it is a happy day. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. Or something. Happy versus Fortitude. Third time on this patch, and this patch is ancient. 7 months. And today they meet again. Happy yesterday? Let's say spending 3 months on BNet wasn't necessarily the worst thing that could have happened to Happy Skills. Happy was in the series versus Focus. Happy was knocking on heaven's door. He was that high. The skill was so high, he was knocking on heaven's door. And Focus was like... Focus looked like someone who plays Warcraft for the first time. That was a 15-minute start to finish best of 3. Oy. Costin 316 says, I just whooped your ass. Dude, Sarkis might love this. Costin 418, arrive, race hell, leave. What? You say that Orc vs. Undead is a bad matchup? What? You said the Night Elves are too strong? What? You say Undead is not a playable race? What? Oh, good old Steve Austin, man. Good old Steve Austin. As a performer, of course. As a person, some questionable things in his private life. But it's a long time ago, so who cares? Isn't knocking on heaven's door a metaphor for like, hey, let's try it just to... No, dude! No. Hey, let's try it just to... What the... Odin? I mean, what? Where's the huh emoji when you need it, bro? Where is the huh emoji when you need it? Odin woke up in a good mood, apparently. Good to see, good to see, good to see. We are 8 minutes away from the start of this broadcast. This is the peak Warcraft Invitational. And we got 3 best of 3s today. Otherwise, afterwards, I gotta leave immediately. Because I got quite some stuff to do. And to be honest, up until 20 minutes ago, I thought that Remo was casting today. That kind of fucked my schedule for the day. But whatever, we're gonna make it somehow. We're gonna get it all done somehow. Nothing important up at all. No. No, not in jail. Just me misreading a message. My fault. Varg! You fucking beast, dude! Why am I so excited to see Varg? People who watch my broadcast quite a bit know that I'm a Varg stan. Varg is an undead player from Poland who we discovered during the Nations League because he played Cryptlord, Dreadlord, and we immediately liked him. And he plays with white player color, which is super stylish. You know what I saw yesterday? This. I saw this. Do you know who that is? Do you know who that is? This is Varg. This is Varg from Poland. 2000 MMR. Do you know who this is? Bro, what, dude? This crazy. You just whooped Soen's ass, man. What the fuck? What the fuck? That is so cool, my dude. As long as you're not playing versus Germany, I'll always and never cheer for you. This is crazy. What a win, man. What you get 22 MMR? Happy would have to play like 500 matches to gain 22 MMR. What the fuck? Unreal, dude. Unreal. Okay. Oh, I got news. All right. All right. All right. We play on KK, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, 700 MMR difference. MMR is just a number, ladies and gentlemen. MMR is just a number. And Varg is a killer. You know, I told you, if you're not happy and not 1-0, play Cryptlord against Orc. Play Cryptlord against Orc. Man. I was so proud of you. I had to share. I had to share with people. I had to share. Amazing. Absolutely fantastic to see this. Yeah, the world needs to know. The world needs to know that this happened yesterday on the War 3 Champions ladder. Incredible. Incredible, 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 incredible. And also with such a cool style always. Well, everybody. We got the peak Warcraft Invitational. I am displeased to say that we have to go to KK. And that means I have to guess a password. Maybe. Or they will invite me. I don't know. Yo, Mythos, what is up? Ah, that's the password. Funny. Funny, funny, funny. Okay. That's how we do it. That's how we do it. The first match of the day is going to be Focus versus Kaho. And we have to look at the standings of this Peak Warcraft Invitational. Here we go. Yesterday's games were fairly one-side-ish. Happy versus Kaho was a very, very weird series. Nothing really went according to anyone's plan, I think. So, yeah. Kaho not bringing his A-game, I think. Kaho has some room to grow today, and he has to start this versus Focus today. It is pretty much an elimination match. Focus has to win to just keep a tiny, tiny mini chance of making it top 2, because the top 2 will play a grand final tomorrow at 1 p.m. Happy is pretty much guaranteed top 2, I would say. We'll see, we'll see, we'll see. If Kao wins here, there's a very important match versus Fortitude coming up then, as Kao will be playing against Fortitude as well today. And then, of course, the match we all are waiting for. It is Happy, it is 40 at the end of the day, or in around maybe 2 hours. We're gonna have 2 of the best Warcraft players on the planet, on paper. Best human versus, on paper, the best undead. The 2 RARALAND champions against each other. Maybe a little foreshadowing. We'll see about that. Hello, Mr. Apeman. Nice to see you. In case you have time this afternoon, I'm gladly having you on, of course. Hello, Chico. How's it going? Oh, that beard line there is quite nice. I did well. This is a bit... This is a bit bad, but the line is quite fine, I have to say. Did well, did well, did well. How are you on this fine Saturday? You seem extremely quiet today for a day with happy and fortitude. I don't see the real hype just yet. I don't feel like you really want this. I don't feel like this is how you will be occupied for the upcoming 3 hours. It's a give and take, you know. I give the broadcast, you set the tone. You didn't say best undead on paper after happy. True, because that I didn't. Because that is false. That is still wrong. As you can clearly see, 120 is the best player in the world, according to the ELO. By far. By 18 ELO points. By the way, guys, we have a match coming up. Fortitude versus Kaho, and if you can read, which should be round about 50% of our viewership, look at the ELO numbers between the two. You notice something? You notice something? Not the 6-7, you goddamn degenerates! It's the same MMR. The same. But we go into that later, ladies and gentlemen. I am pretty pleased to say that this is the first match of the day when we get my overlay to run. This is Focus versus Kaho for Focus. It is clearly the fight for survival in this tournament. If he wants to stand a chance against, like, to somehow make it top 2, a lot of things have to happen. Focus has to beat Kaho 2-0. Kaho has to beat 40-2-0, and Happy has to beat 40-2-0, and then there's maybe a tiny bit of a chance. But while Focus looked kind of deflated yesterday, this is his matchup. If you want to be something in competitive Warcraft 3, you have to have a good matchup versus the elves. And Focus is an absolute beast against the elves. So here we go. Alpha Maschine 12, thank you for the sub, 47 month, let's go. Force Fortuna, eh? God damn, did you wreck me on War 3 Champions this morning. 3-minute game, and I was done. GG, buddy. GG. Here is our game. It is Kaho on the left-hand side. Wonderboy, winner of the Taigu Invitational a couple of weeks ago. This is where we said, this is, as we say in Germany, Wachablösung. As that made clear, not Life is the best Night Elf in the world. It is Kaho. And while Life might have a better matchup versus the Undead, overall, it surely is Kaho. We got Focus on the right-hand side, who is probably the best Orc versus Night Elf player. But Kaho is nobody to sneeze at. In general, don't sneeze at people, guys. It's disgusting. In case you're tuning in for the first time this week, we have a new overlay design. If you like it, let us know. If you don't like it, let us know. Oh, immolation, maybe a bit too late here, huh? Maybe a bit too late. This is no level 2 for the Demon Hunter, and Focus with some solid precision. Demon Hunter gets Cloak of Shadows. Hello, Nase. Wonderful to see you. Isn't Moon the best Night Elf player? Moon is the best Night Elf versus human player. Overall, I would say Kaho is the best Night Elf player. Moon has the best Night Elf versus human. Life has the best Night Elf versus undead. Kaho is overall the strongest. And has by far the best Night Elf mirror. If you could give me a little feedback on the sound levels, because for me it is surprisingly quiet. But it doesn't mean that I hear is what you hear, because sound is odd. This early game, or this game in general, it will be Blade Master versus Demon Hunter. It will very likely be Shadow Hunter versus Keeper on pro level. This matchup is set in stone. No wiggle room to move away from the tier 2 place. A little quiet. I thought so too. I thought so too. It is quiet. With me, you never know, you know. Spending quite some time at concerts, that does something to your... Thank you, Rorik. That does something to your ears, so... I don't know. So I boosted it a little bit. Let me know if it is better. A very, very tame early game. No levels. Thank you, Braka. Braka, Braka, pew, pew, pew. And not having level 2 after what Focus just did here is pretty bad news for Kaho, actually. No mana burn against an incoming Shadow Hunter. This is a different Focus, and this is what I mean about like mental. The mental game. Cookie Monster, thank you.
Let's go.
See you at Rara. Oh, damn, dude. That's sick, thank you. What was I talking? Mental games. Versus Night Elf, Focus is so confident and you can feel it. It's kind of a weird thing to say because it's a video game, you know. But Focus plays different when he's up against Kaho, any other Night Elf, than when he plays against Happy. This is not the Focus. Did the Demon Hunter just run through the Ancient? Below the arm, probably, right? And this is a very, very good early game for Focus, I think. No losses. Stole the camp. Gets ahead. And now the Shadow Hunter is here. There's oftentimes, like, there's kind of two ways to play it. It's very binary. Either you use the Shadow Hunter for Hex aggression and try to steal something, or you go creeping. And this is the game with the creeping, at least for now. We see some lovely, lovely faces in the chat. Hello, Riptide.
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh, big camp. As is the mid-game binary, you could and usually should attack the Night Elf here, because this camp will always be taken at the very same time. It's a big reward. It's no effort for the Night Elf to creep this. But Focus is very self-centered now here in the mid-game. There is no big damage boost on the Blade Master, but there is another sub. Thank you, Chalaba!
SM Ogby 2W Kelf.
That's a clear message, isn't it? That's a clear message. So, we get a little bit of a boost for the range attacks for Kaho, which is not that noticeable, to be honest. On the other side, Focus already sold the Belt of Giant Strength. Ring is lovely, especially when you play a roaming Blade Master and you get some free regen. A very tame creeping game. Manchan, thank you for the prime. 82 months, dude. 82 months is a crazy number. And red spots. Oh, the creep is getting involved here. Lamau! Lamau! What? Imagine he casts Redo. Oh my god, that would be so broken. But okay, we ain't doing that. We ain't doing that.
A player's forces are under attack.
That would be possible, right? Because creeps are essentially one team. So you could buff. Like one creep camp could buff the other creep camp. What the? Okay, that was a misclick, right? Yeah. That was a misclick. I saw a mountain giant. I'm like, what? Might make sense eventually. Mountain giants wouldn't be hit by walkers. Couldn't be eaten by Kodos. Would mountain giants make sense? I mean, grunts would be very efficient against it. So, after the little wonky creep spot on the right hand side, Focus is going back to expansions, and Kaho is making sure that this Blade Master stays hydrated. Invo potion over heal potion. Very good counterplay by Kaho. Super even game. 9,300 value against 9,300 value. Okay, now that I mentioned it, dipped a little bit. Next red spot. Focus will have to pay a price here. He needs damage, he feels like. He can't get it though. Item on the ground. Blade Master Windblock. That's the damage he needs. Are you kidding me, bro? Oh my god, there was no HP. Gets the potion, gets the damage. Crit for 112, another 110. Cow no TP, but he doesn't have an info potion. Where are the rejuice? I don't see any bears. Oh, Focus. This looks like a wonderful, wonderful fight to me. And the bear is down. And this is a disaster for Kaho. Oh my god. Terrible, terrible damage. Focus lost a single unit. Are you freaking kidding me, dude? Kaho, what was that?
A player's forces are under
Oh, I see the most wonderful person. Hello, Duro. Damn! Kaho thinks like, okay, bro, I got the creep check here. I gotcha. I'm gonna destroy ya. I got a demon hunter, but And now Expo is up. Usually, as an orc, you fight. You take the losses because you distract from an expansion, or you make sure that the Night Elf can't attack your expansion but has to fight. And then, you know, if you lose a bit of value additionally, that's totally fine because the expansion will make up for it in the long run. This fight is an investment usually. Focus just smacked him in the face with an open palm. And Kaho, you know it, I know it, everybody knows it. There's one way back into this game. And that's a Giga Chat Demon Hunter. There's no other way. There's nothing you can do. Look at this army, it's pathetic.
A player's forces are under attack.
You cannot convince me that this Focus is the same Focus that played against Happy yesterday. That's supposed to be the same person? Are you kidding me, bro? And that is why we need matchup MMR. Did we eat? Oh, we ate. So this is vision for Kaho. But of course, Kaho knows that there is an additional expo up. Kaho also breaking upkeep. What's there to do? There's nothing left to creep anymore, at least not much. There shouldn't be time at all for Kaho to expand himself. He is tier 3 already, can't really scale. Ridiculous. Ridiculous start into the day for Focus. Here we go! I need some convincing that Kaho stands a chance. He's 12 food down. This time we do have Adept Bears though, so we can use Invo Potion into Rejo. The detonates are nice. There's not too much Dispel now and not too much Spirit Link. We got the Kodos. They ate, but Bears are still doing this. Kaho, maybe Wonder Boy can activate his superpowers. The Raiders are falling very, very quickly. Demon Hunter versus Blade. We don't have any consumables. Need a TP. And somehow, maybe Kaho is back in the game. A bit? I mean, the supply is misleading. The fight recap is misleading because there's still 2 bears in the belly.
A player's forces are under attack.
But let's be honest. Solo creeping demon hunter. He tanky. He gets good upgrades. Oh my god, imagine a demon hunter level 5 wins this. Fuel to the fire of all these Night Elf haters out there. I mean, we've seen it before. It was this matchup. It was this map that last year put Lin into a 6-month hiatus because of a game like this. It is relatively simple to overbuild on walkers and kodos, and then at some point Demon Hunter Dryads can win a fight, because walkers, of course, they can't attack Dryad, and it's 6 it's a lot of walkers.
Let's go focus.
Let's go focus indeed. Hello Happy, hello Mini Gumbo, thank you. Kaho wrecking the expo. And that's the clear goal, right? It's so readable for minutes now. Kaho stays at 50. And Kaho very, very sneakily trying to steal some XP here and there for level 5. 65 month for Happy. 103 month for Mini Gumbo. Holy shit. Oh, that's such a long time. Did we eat? Did we eat? Oh, 3 bears in the belly.
Forces are under attack.
That's usually a Jimmy Morcar question, but we have to apply that here to Night Elf versus Orc as well. Wait a minute. There's still creeps here. Do we have a staff? Yes, we do. Demon Hunter can, of course, easily solo red spots. Still no level 5. Still no level 5. There we go. And it will be getting longer. That's what I tell myself as well, but... okay, this is the real deal. This is the real deal.
Player's forces
This
are
is what
under
Focus
attack.
has to overcome. Items for Focus are good. But is it good enough? This expansion is running for a long time. Cow was banking 1200 gold. But you know, all the value in the world, all the numbers in the world, at the end of the day, you are up against level 5 Demon Hunter. If you have a surplus of gold, I wouldn't hate seeing Mirror Image level 1 and Windwalk level 1 just to get out of Entangle. One, 2 upgrades. 6 walkers is fine. 4 raiders, 3 kodos. I think the army composition of Focus is good. I wouldn't mind seeing like 1 walker less, but hey, that's just min-maxing at this point. 18 minutes. Rip Volta. Are the bears digested? Yes, they are. 50 food. Cow, you need to pump. Serpent wards. No hex. Oh, that's his way against the potential good number of dryads. Oh, that's pretty smart, actually. That's the damage. Look at him go. Blade Master Demon Hunter. Entangle. Invo Potion is ready. Heal Scroll is ready. And that Demon Hunter melting for now, but same for the Blade. Invo. Focus! No way! Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. The Blade is dead with an invul in his inventory with 2 heal scrolls. He might still win. He will still win. He should still win. Ay, 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 ay. 20 food lead, but a Demon Hunter level 5. You know what I say? Use the damage of the Demon Hunter, multiply it by 5. That's the real supply difference. Blade back. Dangerous. Must be taking this now. Focus must be taking this now. Oh, that fight was worrying for a second. Okay, I am convinced now this is the same Focus that played against Happy yesterday. Blade needs one right click, but Focus is not overcommitting. Here's the Dispel on the Reju. Kao is hanging on by a thread. This is a 4-player group stage and it's very narrow, except Happy who's on top. So every map win can matter at the end of the day. But this is gonna be Focus's map win. I'm very convinced now. We were all scared for a second, but eventually Focus takes it home. GG, GG, GG. Extraordinary 17 minutes by Focus, I think. Big blunder at the start of the fight. But you know, if you're so far ahead that not even a Demon Hunter level 5 does anything to you, well then we're all good, aren't we? I gotta make sure to get into the game. Yes, Angelina, I'm coming. I'm coming. Ay, ay, ay. I'm downloading the map. It's 255 kilobytes. And it takes 2 minutes. I don't know if I can join this game. It's still downloading. Fuck my life. Fuck KK. Fuck my life. They started without me. I don't want this anymore. I can't take this anymore. Why do we have to go through so much shit to cast a video game? This will then be a restream, ladies and gentlemen. We're going back to the early 2000s. I mean, this scene has a lot of nostalgia, right? This is kind of how we watched games in the past, just as we have a little bit of an overlay. It is as frustrating for you as it is for me. But it fucking sucks. It fucking sucks so much. Here we go. Enjoy the beautiful camera work of our buddy Angeline. And we are on Hammerfall. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Mirgoth. Classical Focus bait. Yep. Yep. Okay. Well then, we have the Chinese overlay. So we don't even need pixels. We just look at the overlay and know everything that's going on, including the weather, including the stock market, blood types of the players, blood pressure probably as well. Guys, there's gotta be a day, one day, where I just throw my fist through the screen. And I got 3 screens here, but only 2 fists. So I might need my head as well. God damn it. Not blaming Angeline. He couldn't know that I'm downloading the map. But fuck KK. Fuck KK. In the ear. I appreciate the camera work of my caster buddy. There we go. Thank you, thank you, thank you. To nobody's surprise, we stick with the Blade Master. We stick with the Demon Hunter. Can you put map names on the overlay? I'm a professional scenery maker. I use Warcraft World Editor as an essential part of my job. I've made hundreds of maps during decades and I don't remember the names of the maps. How about you spend less hours in the map editor and spend 5 minutes on Wikipedia and learn the map names? How about that? Well, there's a map name here. So, we're on Hammerfall, bit of a bigger map. Can be contested in the middle with the strong Demon Hunter early, but the items aren't fantastic. Focus has a claw already. He'll be happy about that. Oh, Focus wants the Wisp. Focus gets the Wisp. Hello, Mr. Yangfang. Nice to see you. And we get a circlet as well here. I would give this early game. I mean, not much has happened. I'd give it to Focus. Yeah, level 2 is missing. But if there's no big creeping... Oh, is Focus indecisive? No, he sees that there's a creeping going on. Uh-oh. Is he in time? Oh, he got it. Oh, baby, he's got it. What a nightmare day for Kaho. Oh, my God. Demon Hunter low. In levels and HP. Tech for Focus is ahead. He's going for the lab with Poison Grunt. Bro, what? Okay. Well, we got some free healing here. That's nice. I don't think Focus has to change anything compared to game 1. Why would he? Everything worked well. Was very cool to see Focus's flowchart. Like, it's never really a plan A to go into the Night Elf base, but he was on the way because he couldn't contest the shop or anything else. But then the very good grunt scouting saw that Kaho was at the green with the Poison Hydra. And that usually means good damage. And Focus also, Speed Scroll, Windwalk, knowing that he would be there in time. Good flowchart, good decision making, good positioning on the map. And also, if that wouldn't have happened, good plan B to go into the Night Elf base to go for the Wisps. Focus in this matchup is just the gold standard, guys. He is. Hello, Mr. Fallen. Very good you do the research on the Bardike. I expect it soon. DM me for the address. Mr. Crestfallen promised me a Bardike. And a Claymore. So we'll see. Keep a Shadow Hunter. This will never change. There was a bit of a development in this matchup where the average viewer would say, oh, what development? Nothing changed. It's still Demon Hunter, Keeper, Dryad, Bears. And I say you are absolutely correct with that. But what matters is number of Dryads on tier 2 and the time of the tier 3. That switches the dynamic of the matchup a lot. So while it's the same unit composition, it's strategically extremely different. It took Orc some time to get used to it. Oh, damn. And then they answered with double beastery, with raiders. They answered with serpent wards. Focus is all over Kaho this game. Like, this is not even funny. This Kaho still has to play Fortitude. Good luck. No Demon Hunter level 3. Ay, ay, ay. Bardak, I thought it was Bardice. What do I know? What do I know? Dude, Focus knew there was a minimal chance to be successful in this group stage. And he shows up here today to seize that chance. Got the big mana potion. Extraordinary for the Shadow Hunter. Not the biggest XP gain there is. But since Demon Hunter is not level 3 either, like what gives? After this series, Fortitude vs. Kaho. After that series, Fortitude vs. Happy. In Focus, I think he can chill. And what is the numbers? Kaho? Kaho again? Going for a fast tier 3. Same as Springtime. This feels a bit outdated almost. But you know, sometimes when you see that your opponent has the solutions to these mass Dryad play, you go back to what worked before to throw the orc off a little bit. But Focus. Hero Focus. Chop, chop, chop. Invo Potion. Keeper and Snare. Do we have another Ensnare? We have a Hex. Nice Dispel level 2. Oh no. Yeah, first you're happy about the level up and think you might survive, and then you realize, oh my god, now the revive is taken forever. 64 seconds. Do we have more control? The body block! The Kodo body block! Reju is there, thankfully. But was dispelled as well. Focus razor sharp on map 1. Razor sharp on map 2. He's getting a second base. Cow is just fleeing. This is the best night of in the world? This is all you gotta offer? The inconsistency of players on this level. Actually, it is pretty consistent. Focus has whooped Cow's butt quite a few times, actually. You're right, it's Bardiche. Huh. Who cares? Okay, Neo. Casting School. What's the silver lining? What's the silver lining? Like, in the last fight, we've seen Focus make quite a grave mistake and lose the Blade Master with Invo Potion and Heal Scrolls. Kaho needs pretty much that again. Shop Control Focus, top. Expo up, top. Demon Hunter, solid inventory. Yeah, it's not over by any means, but the writing's on the wall. I feel like Kao's a bit uninspired here. I don't see a big challenge for Focus. He brings the Wisp. That's nice. Very, very important moment. Focus setup is very good. He got the walkers. He got the Kodos. He got the mana. He got the level 3s. Kao needs a hell of a fight with Keeper level 2. Starts with Entangle. That's kind of nice. Dryads just standing around for a long time focusing on the Wisp, but they are not detonating either. That's a bit odd. Blade Master Demon Hunter, here we go. Kaho asleep. GG. Focus shows the world how to play Orc vs. Night Elf. Kaho had 0 chance at any point of this series. 0. The game started and it was over. Absolute domination by Focus. There was nothing Kaho could realistically do here. What an absolute ownage. And we said Kaho needs an extraordinary fight to turn this around. This was extraordinarily bad by Kaho. I hope he's alright, because Kaho, like, he fascinated us in the past couple of weeks. Kaho was by far the best Night Elf in the world in the past couple of weeks. And now he shows up here very, very, very deflated. And that's a bit worrying, because we got Super B Cup in 8 days, offline final for a lot of money. My Hammerfall download is still running. God damn it, this server is so shit. And good sign of life by Focus. He had a nightmare of a series versus Happy. He had a below average series for his standards, I think, versus 40. This is what Focus had to do to stay alive in the tournament for like the most minimal chance there is. Sorry for being harsh to Kaho, but this was... If this is his standard this weekend, he's gonna get smacked by Fortitude. When other Rara qualifiers need to help Focus with the timing of his inevitable next slump. I thought he dipped a bit again recently. So this was what I've seen the past like 10 days or so. Was not what I saw the past 5 weeks or so. Yeah, Mr. Youngfang, it's not only about the results, it's also about the how. If we just judge by results, then what are we doing here? I hope Kaho takes some time and opens up his window or something. Because that didn't work at all. You see me in a very confused state, ladies and gentlemen. The next game is supposed to be hosted on KK again. I don't see a lobby. Usually the Chinese are extremely quick with hosting lobbies. And I don't know if my KK is stuck or maybe they're doing vetoes. Oh yeah, they have to do vetoes before they host, because if you host a lobby on KK, you gotta select the map before. It's not like the glorious War 3 Champion server where you can just switch maps. Okay, maybe that's what they're doing. And Kao is probably smashing his head against the wall. I didn't think he did that bad versus 40. The Pally Rifle game, you don't think? I mean, it wasn't trash, bad. But, okay. maybe I have to clarify my standard of what I expect from Focus. There was a week, not too long ago, like late summer-ish, where I confidently said Focus is better than Lin. And in my opinion, he was at that time. Not overall, not peak, but at that time, Focus was better than Lin. And I kind of set that standard. It was around like War 3 Champions Finals 2 weeks plus 2 weeks after. And I think Focus can play better than yesterday. High standards. Sorry! Sorry that I expect awesomeness from the World Elite. It's Focus's own fault for being so awesome in July. But consistency. Okay, we got a room. And apparently I got the map. Good. Good. I'm in the lobby, everybody. 40 versus Kaho coming up. This means Kaho is 0-2. Focus is 1-2. 40 is 1-0. We do not have a Liquipedia update yet, I think. Warcraft Peak Tournament, log in. Oh. No, it's not updated yet. Okay, let me update Liquipedia real quick so we have the updated score. Click, click, click. Wait, did I hit the ready button? Yes. Purge the page. Oh, according to Liquipedia, this means Kaho is out. And Liquipedia is usually correct with their maths. Ooh, okay. That also means Happy is through. That was to be expected. So 40 has to lose. Ay. It gets complicated.
Welcoming back the Emperor.
Yes, Mr. Casino, welcome. So Happy is through. He can't be worse than top 2 anymore. And if 40 wins, he's through as well. If Kaho wins... Oh yeah, Kaho will always be worse than Focus. Because he lost the direct encounter. Okay, so Kaho is playing for either Focus or 40 now. The match is 40 versus Kaho. If 40 wins, he's top 2. If Kaho wins, Focus has a chance of top 2. But 40 won the direct encounter. So we need a -3 scoreline for 40 and both losses. So 40 has to win 2 maps against Kaho and against Happy combined, and then he's through. It doesn't matter if he's winning both series. He just has to win 2 individual maps against Kaho and Happy. That's what it is. All right. That's the setup, ladies and gentlemen. We go into the tail of the tape. It is Fortitude versus Kaho. It is one of the greatest human versus night elves that we have in the scene. And on this patch, they only played each other once. That is so crazy. That is indeed crazy. They have the same elo right now. The same elo points. That's why they're both 3rd place in the elo ranking. It is 1-0 first, it is Happy second, and then it's these two with the same elo. That never, ever, ever happens. Super, super, super close series between the two as well. 2-1, 3-2, 2-3. They are on even level. Chinese #1 human against China's #1 night elf. And we open things up with the Warden and a Mountain King. Woohoo! Incredibly hard to make a prediction here, ladies and gentlemen. And before we go into this series, a little reminder, if you guys have a Prime sub lying around, we gladly take it. Every unused Prime sub is free money for Amazon. And you rather want to have that in our pocket than in Amazon's pocket. And we run a cooperation this month with OperaGX, and every download supports the channel as well. Download, install, support back to Warcraft, ! OperaGX. Warden versus Mountain King. Super exciting matchup. The question is, how do you play this and which hero will prevail? There's a couple of styles in this matchup. And here, dare I say, Kaho is quite an innovator. Kaho is pretty strong. Also, his Warden I would rank higher than, for example, a Moon Warden. Nice little threat by 40. What 40 will we see today? Is another question. Yesterday, he looked good, but not dominating versus Focus that. And Night Elf has always been a bit of a weak spot for him. Who levels his carry hero better? Who gets an expo up and when? Warden. Oh, he wanted to dodge that. Didn't work, but also no mana subtracted, so he can just reapply this. 40, some good pressure on the Warden, and I like that. Level 1 Warden, garbage. Level 2 Warden, Level 3 Warden, okay, I see the potential. Level 4 Warden, have fun dealing with that. That's the plateaus of a Warden. Mountain King, always good. Stormbolt, always good. Bash, always good. So I would say the Mountain King is not as level dependent as a Warden is. But if you play against a human, you want to lower the economy as much as you can. And that's exactly what Kao is doing. Nice that it goes hand in hand. Another blink dodge attempt. And again, it doesn't work. Timing's just a little bit off.
A player's forces are under attack.
So, economy harass goes hand in hand with leveling, because all the workers that die give XP, and then the Warden gets closer to 3. At the same time, we are creeping with archers only. I am a bit confused to not see an Ancient of War. Ah, there it is. Not see an Ancient of War moving, but it is now.
A town is under siege.
That is a very winnable game. Yoink. Slippers, nice. And 40, he can creep the turtles, he can creep the murlocs, he can stay defensive, he can wait for the Warden to come in. 40's strength has always been versus Undead and the mirror match. Versus Night Elf versus Orc, it's all not that easy. For Kaho also mirror match. And I would say versus human, he's quite a bit stronger than against Orc. What we've just seen. Cow plays... okay, 40 will likely go for Dragonhawks. Very good unit with an Alchemist paired. Lots of healing. But I have to say, Kaho plays a very cool and strong mass air style with talents. And I wouldn't mind seeing that.
A player's forces are
Scouting going on. Both heroes level 3. Solid damage on the Warden. But was that little bit of economy damage that we've seen, was it enough? Fan of Knives doing good damage to the footman, but you don't want to do damage to the footman. You want to do damage to the workers. I guess if you can kill 7 footmen, that is good XP eventually. But Expo's running. And at some point, you will need a counter expansion. Kao might be of a different opinion. Having to deal with the Mountain King now. 40 looking good. 40 looking fresh. There have been some weeks where he looked a bit demotivated, frustrated even. Was very vocal about the state of the game as well. But eventually, he comes back stronger. Hopefully. So... Shred of damage! That was very close. That was very close. Nicely timed. Oh my god, that Warden has plus 17 without orb. She actually quite a good damage dealer. I think maybe a hot take, maybe lukewarm take. Chaos Warden is underrated. Chaos Warden is really good. Interesting to see him use that Shredder so offensively. No wins just yet. Out-leveled the Mountain King, but the Mountain King wasn't focused on levels. We do get Dragon Hawks. That was to be expected. But is this only one aviary? Oh, here's the second. That is 30 seconds late. His 40's lumber was very low. For a long time.
A player's forces are under attack.
Interesting. Why is the lumber so low? He didn't tech. He has 23 workers. He has the lumber upgrade.
Player's forces are under attack.
Very curious. Well, strategy on the way now. Mountain King is getting pummeled a little bit. We have the right call to go for Alchemist. 40 units will clump up a lot, so AoE healing is going to be very efficient. Kind of impressed by Kaho. Very stable game. He didn't harass the economy much. Oh, damn! The damage! Oh, shit! RIP peasants!
Player's forces are under attack.
Oh my god! Oh my god! There was 9 peasants! RIP! That is very... Oh my god! Oh my god! What a pathetic TP that is! And we get the new Night Elf strategy. Grab your 3 to 4 bears, click on the town hall, it will magically disappear. Oh my god.
A player's forces are under attack.
Tier 3 on the way. Okay. We got a Shredder, luckily. But this is one base 40. He can't rebuild the town hall because he got no... Oh my god. We need a superhuman performance by Fortitude to bring this game back somehow. Level 5.8 Warden. We come in with the Panda. Warden continues the rampage. We got 4 peasants. 4 peasants. It's over. It's so over. Chaos Warden's pretty good, everybody. Chaos Warden's pretty good. The Warden can solo this, I think. Alchemist did some solid progress, but it doesn't matter. Level 6, 12 minutes. Have fun. Have fun. Have fun. Have fun.
A player's forces are under attack.
So what's the counterplay? Well, Shredder is meta. You have to have Zeppelins. You have to keep the Night Elf busy. And Fortitude, he was like, all of this, like everything that happened has to do with the fact that for some reason he was super low lumber the entire time, and that comes, yeah, rip. That comes down to not buying a Shredder. How are these games so one-sided? What the fuck? Not a single game was even remotely close today. You can't win this one base. You can't win this one base. There's no way he wins this one base. I'm shocked, actually. If Fortitude still turns this around against the level 6 Warden close to... Excuse me. Level 6 Warden, level 3 Panda. That would be sensational. Nice snipe. Heal scroll kinda good. No staff on the Warden, that's annoying. GG. Yeah. I look in the chat, I see the human fans have Balance Wine on autocast again, but Kaho destroyed Fortitude here. Unlike a Chemico, or actually also a Sock, 40 seems a bit out of shape versus Elf. I think especially the Chemico games versus Elves are the gold standard of what you're doing right now. Cow played well. Cow played really well. This Warden Harass cannot happen this way. Like, there's no way this can happen this way. No way this can happen this way. But it did. So, rip. What a terrible start. And this 40 still has to play Happy right after. Well. So, if 40 goes down 2-0 here, he has to win 2-0 against Happy. That is correct. That is correct. That is correct. Maras joined the chat. He actually did, but for once, Maras was not the initiator. Gotta cut him some slack, okay? Gotta cut him some slack. We need a different 40 here. And we're going on to Concealed Hill. This was at some point very much unstoppable. 40. We need your best, bro. We need your absolute best here. One map. One map. Guys, Focus could end up in the grand final. Oh my god. Kaho is literally playing for focus right now. Oh my god, for the clicks. Please let 40 go through. Please let 40 go through. For the upper right hand side. Kaho left hand side. Yeah. I mean, for Kaho, it's only about finishing third, which is extra prize money. Does it have to be 2 for Kaho? Nope. 40 needs 2 maps in the 2 remaining series that he has. It is a very, very different setup. It's Demon Hunter Archmage. We also got a different setup here, by the way, working on the overlay. And this is a new design version. If you have any feedback, let us know. Post it on the Discord or here. But here is temporary on Discord. I can always go back to it. What you like, what you don't like is much appreciated. So, with Demon Hunter, with Concealed Hill, it is one of the hardest maps to expand on. As the camp in the top is rather rough. And 40 goes for the lab, but Kao sees it. So he knows. Oh, did the manip work? Do you see slow? Did we see a boulder? No, we don't. Okay, mana is full. Little lucky by 40. Demon Hunter is in though. He can't use Immolation against the Rock Golem, of course. Big mana, super nice, especially for 40's playstyle. Oftentimes Archmage, oftentimes Water Elemental Pressure, and the more mana you have... this triggering. So you got level 2, can deal with the Demon now. Demon Hunter also goes for the squishy build without evasion. That's kind of the norm. How far can you take this? Are you tech... Wait. Okay, 3rd farm now. I thought it's the... It is the 4th farm. That means he's expanding.
Players' forces are under attack.
40 is playing an extremely long tier 1 phase. And will expand. The cow is teching already. Is there a talisman of evasion on this map? Yep, the gold mines. Town portal sold. Very good that the Night Elves learned from the undead. Of course, the undead is always the role models to look up to. What the undeads do is always great.
A player's forces are under
So selling the town portal is wonderful. Okay. This will be like a 5-minute expo start. Ring of Regen for the Archmage. Beauty! We don't have a town portal here, of course, so can't risk too much. It is nighttime. Demon Hunter can go to the fountain or
players' forces are under
Moonwells.
attack.
Atrox, thank you.
Hi chat, hi Yanis. B2W less than 3.
Oh, so sweet. So what's the follow-up gonna be? It looks like Naga would be classic. Tinker could be good. Nice awareness. The archer wakes up the creeps where 40 wanted to heal for free. Nothing's for free in this world. Except the Prime sub, by the way, if you have Amazon Prime already. There would be no ads for you. 540, and we are far, 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 far away from attack. This will be suffering for 40 for many, many minutes. It is Naga. It is pressure. It's not looking too great. We got no defense. We got no tech. 40 chose to be vulnerable. The footman splitting is wonderful. So much pressure on the Naga. Also on archers. I think this control is great. Oh, Naga dead. Footy there. Block, 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 block. Oh, can he block the demon? Beauty play by 40. Oh my god. So precise. He planned this. He planned this when he was like here. That's how you stop a push. Pog! Definitely play of the game so far. Cow Saw. No arcane. Okay, let me punish that. There is not much fuel for immolation and it's gone. And Demon Hunter will be stuck there, forced into a tele staff in a second. But this is some lumber drained. Should be fine for 40. This is some time for the arcane. And of course, no way to stop this right now. Well, well, well. Tech has started. 640? Oh. Kansai. Kaiser. Arigato.
1 month closer to Tokyo Land.
Exactly. Soon. Kaiser, soon. You put Happy versus 40 in the title, and they moth all come back to the flame. For Kaho, I think... Oh, that's a lot of footmen. I think things are very fine. He has the evidence of like a few matches the past 2 weeks. Also the map on Tide Hunters. All you need is 4 bears and you click on the town hall. Like, it's that simple. 40 is the GOAT though, next to Infi, when it comes to using... Oh no, water elemental splits. When it comes to using footmen as a distraction to buy time. And this time we have a Zeppelin on the Night Elf side. Archmage leaning into that Ring of Regen quite a bit. Good saves. Shop is down. That means no staff, which is a bit annoying. Demon Hunter running the show. Damage, 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 damage. He got a big heal potion as well. Oh, this is just fodder. This is so much fodder. 40 apparently not interested in too many denies. And Archmage has no staff. Guys, I'm a bit worried. Bear Master training is coming once again for some... Oh, good block. For some reason, the fastest Master upgrade in the game. Demon Hunter is kind of stuck now, but we do have a potion. We do have a staff. We do have a Zeppelin. And Archmage made his way all the way to the shop. Did he bring some consumables? Not really. Redo on the demon. Onto the towers. Annoying. Very annoying, but 40 holding on to dear life. 1,500 gold to spend. But Kaho doesn't have much either. He got 3 bears. Only 1 in this fight. Where are the other bears? Oh, they be chillin'. They were chilling so hard, they could be ice bears. Oh, you call them polar bears. I kind of ruined the joke. You know what I mean.
A player's forces are under attack.
Mountain King in, rifles in, cast is coming. Naga is so far pretty underwhelming. And stuck. Can 40 spend his gold? Sorry, in Germany we call him Ice Bear. Not Polar Bear. They should be called North Pole Bears because they're not in the South Pole. Yeah, they're not bipolar, you could say. Good for them. How much time does Chaos still have? It is the 4 to 5 bears.
Town is under siege.
We did fortify a little bit here. How much surface area is there for bears is the question. I don't think Kao will be falling for this attack. It's just a little poke. He knows that this is not going to be too meaningful. 40 has some buffer when it comes to the farms. Bears wreck these farms. I need some space. Do we have masonry? No. Breakers up. Big fight. 66 versus 48. 40's army is of course bigger, but it's only tier 2 versus tier 3. Brings in the militia. Big potion still available. Naga level 3 a lot better, but as long as you take the pressure off of the town hall onto the units, that's a good thing. 40 is losing quite a bit. Mountain King also. No impact just yet. At the bottom, there's just the water elemental poking in the base. Exactly, there was repair. Ancient is making his way. Cow doesn't have much time left. Illusions. Will that work? Will that work? We'll see about that. He's calling to arms. All the militia. Everything he's got. You gotta survive, 40. All you gotta do is live. The bears have something against them, but the bears are getting arrested. Level 2 Mountain King now able to operate with Bash. It's looking better and better for 40. If only he had another heal scroll. The Breaker Micro looking fine, only losing one. But of course, this is also on the top of a lot of gold missing out. As there was no income during that time. But Kaho cannot stomach these losses. He doesn't have the extra income. He banked a lot. He banked an awful lot. 700 gold on 37 supply. Excuse me. Ancient not really attacking here either. Ring of Archmagi. But 40 has time now. 40 has time to spend his money, get up to 80, get the upgrades. Maybe even tier 3. But for some reason, human players are allergic to tier 3, when everybody knows the human tier 3 is one of the strongest tier 3s that we got in the game.
A player's forces are under attack.
Now the Ancient of War comes in. This is gonna be very hard for Kao to stop 40. If not impossible. We got Blizzard now. Best AoE spell in the game. Well, alongside Nova, but Nova is technically single target. $40 still rich. $40 still going for upgrades. Oh, tier 3! Look at that! When you're ahead, get further ahead. And he couldn't get further ahead in economy. He got all the upgrades he got on tier 2. So why not click the button if you have the resource anyway? 50 food versus 80. If Kao wins this... I'm not looking at chat. If Kao wins this, Mountain King! He'll scroll for a second. Sig. Could actually save him with Invis as well. Blizzard is rocking through. Not too many targets. Bit of friendly fire now onto the Invis rifle. Now we got the targets with the bears, and 40 is standing damn strong and damn tall. And we have to say, there's not too many losses on 40's side. Tier 3 is rolling as well. +2 armor. Breakers are getting harder and harder to kill. That was a demonstration of force by 40. And everybody who called human trash after the last game, could you step forward for a second? Just so everybody can laugh at you and point fingers at you. That'd be nice. That'd be nice. 40 misplayed map 1. Kaho played map 1 extremely good. Different solutions here, different setups here. Definitely Archmage style, more Fortitude style. Got the expo through. Very sweet defense. Very sweet defense. And then the cookie crumbles. And then if the human economy is not interrupted much, you build, 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 build. You get a strong 80 food and boom, you steamroll. Good comeback by 40. So important for him. Ja, ist ja gut. So, if I'm not mistaken, wait. Is 43-1 now? 40 is... No, 3-2. 3-2. 3-2. Okay, 40 needs to win one more map, either versus Kaho now or versus Happy afterwards. And then he's through. If he loses 3 maps, he got a -2 map score. And then Focus has a better map score and advances with 1 and 2. Oh, hilarious. 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 (1-1), ladies and gents. Did I put 2-0? No. Did I? No. Okay. As always, we go full distance between Kaho and Fortitude. As always, the matches between them are... The series between them are close, but the maps are oftentimes a bit one-sided. Who has the better idea now? Who got the better strat? Who got the better execution? And will 40 advance into the grand final already with this very map? I feel like we haven't seen the best Kaho Warden, Kaho Demon Hunter. This could be Keeper. Thanks for making chat optional again. I was bribed with 50 gift subs, so it's off this weekend. I will put it immediately back on Monday. It is Warden. Ooh, no Keeper. No Keeper! And also no Demon Hunter. Kaho identifying You have issues with that Warden. Hammerfall, though, is not necessarily a great Warden map. It has a fast level 2. Hey! It has a fast level 2, but it doesn't really have a fast level 3.
A player's forces are under attack.
40 needs a strong early. Makes sense. Both are going with their winning strategy. When Kaho dominated game 1 with the Warden, it was against the Mountain King. I will die on this hill. 40 is a 10 times stronger Archmage player than he is a Mountain King player. What are the items? Evasion for the Archmage? Kaho can't afford to deny here. Gotta be careful. Circle for the Warden, good.
The town is under siege.
Shadow Strike. Oh, look at that. And 40, maybe with a bit of a fake out. He's not expanding. He's not giving the Warden more space to attack onto. Ooh, interesting setup. One base 40. Finds a claw now. Nice. Versus Shadow Strike, Blink, Warden. This will then be a lot of pressure on the old man. Creeping simultaneously for that level 3. 40 still has some time if he wants to jump into the Night Elf base. How busy can Kaho keep 40? Forty can't make any mistakes here. If you know, if I lose this map, I need to win against Happy. That is not a comfortable situation to be in. What a read by Kaho. What a read by Kaho. Still level 3, but item was another claw. This was also -2 peasants. But Archmage got boots. I like that. Shadow Strike slows you down. Boots give you movement speed. So you negate the effect and can somewhat create some space between you and the Warden.
A town is under siege.
And that's the 40 play. That's what you want. Go for the Wisp. Nice juggling though. Very nice juggling. I like 40's position here. So far. This is the problem of the Warden on Hammerfall. Level 2 is a gift. With the Makruras, with the red spot, with the rock column spot. But level 3 is the thing, man. Level 3 is the thing. And this is what always made 40 so strong. Archmage level 3 creep routes, incredible. And using the footman to create space, incredible. But how good? Wait a second. Alchemist with rifles. Okay. One base rifle caster. Very low lumber, but that's alright because the building is coming. Might take a while for long rifles though. And here's the Warden level 3. Took some time. We also have to say it's only Shadow Strike. I'm not too sure if I like this Alchemist versus Warden. Yeah, it keeps you on the map. It gives you instant healing. You don't have to wait for that hero like you would for a Paladin. But is it enough single target healing? It is great AoE healing, but look at that. You just click on things. Is 40 on autopilot a bit? See Warden go Alchemist? Against Fan of Knives, it makes a lot of sense. Against Shadow Strike, though?
Players' forces are under attack.
Nasty detonate. Warden 3.7. Uh-oh. This game is derailing quite a bit, I would say. And Kaho picking Shadow Strike is so smart. What's up with these human players? Picking Paladin against AoE spells and picking Alchemist against single target? Do I have to understand?
A player's forces are under attack.
Does it make sense? And if you argue it's about tempo and map presence, I would argue this push into the base didn't do very much. But hindsight 2020. Kaho got his lumber shortened, but tier 3 is on the way.
A player's forces are
Oh,
under
the
attack.
snipes. Fan of Knives retrain. Not sure if there's time. Oh, one blink! Greater healing! I don't think if you go for one base push strat, you can argue with late game arguments. Because there's not gonna be a late game. If things go well, of course. Well, well, well. Warden is very, very, very hurt and the Moonwells are empty. And that is a reason to play this way. To have more footmen in the Night Elf base. Drain the juice. The moon juice. Only Dryads. Now bears are coming in. This will decide this series. There is no shop. It's only coming up now. And where? Oh, here? Okay. No wellspring yet. No shop. No staff. No clarity. No orb. No potions. Cow hanging on by a thread. But how much damage? Oh, does 40 do? We're creeping now. Playing against Kaho, apparently not challenging enough. That's level 2 out. That's acid bomb. That's acid bomb. No hurry. You got your foothold. Would love to see a shop. Now the Warden with an anti-magic potion. Against slow. Interesting. The bears all here. 50 food versus 56. Macro on point by 40. Scroll of the Beast as well. Big damage. +6 on every rifle, but you're still up against bears. It's gonna be a war of attrition. Acid Bomb not doing that much just yet, but a bear falls. We're retreating. Arcane Tower, the foothold. Rifles are focusing bears over and over and over. Now we take focus on the Dryads and they melt against the rifle damage. Archmage also with the last hit. Kaho. 2 very important units down, but the Warden is level 5 now. Didn't scale just yet. Also, no mana. Rifle's a bit mispositioned here, being taken out. Warden needs mana.
Town is under
ASAP. It feels like every Shadow Strike should be a kill, but how many Shadow Strikes can you muster up? If 40 wins this map, he will play the final against Happy tomorrow. And today is just a warm-up. Acid Bomb, so nice to amplify the damage that the rifles do. It's not like crazy much, but if minus armor is on it, there we go. Archmage! I feel like he almost let him die. I feel like he let him die to just stay here and don't let Kaho recover, but that was of course the move that Kaho needed. Archmage down, Brilliance Auroch Dawn, level 6! Avatar is here and there's a million corpses. Avatar is here and there's a million corpses! Solo tier 3 Warden is extra XP. And that's what amplified the level 6. And you gotta run. You cannot hide. Vengeance! Vengeance! Usually for Zulti and here for Kaho. Things are going from bad to worse for Fortitude. Easy cleanup now. Warden keeping track. Got the mana. Got the Shadow Strike. Bam, bam, bam. That was a sick defense by Kaho, we have to say. He's a good gamer. The odds were not necessarily in his favor. Got an Invo potion now, but what can you do against the level 6 Warden when you're a tier 2 human? Kaho bought the time for his tier 3. Kaho bought the time for his level 6. I think you cannot stop this anymore. Or can you? Or can you? It seems to be extremely simple now. If you're Kaho. Get the army up, get the bears. The bears are the counter to the rifles. There's not too many slows. You got that warden up, you got that avatar up. Every unit that dies is a new unit for you. Things should be spiraling out of control. And that's a double kill on the rifles. Oh, 40. You don't have the punch no more. You got Kaho in the ropes, but Kaho came back swinging with the rebound. And Kaho takes the series 2-1. Oof. Oof, 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 oof. Tough pill to swallow for 40. Again, losing to the Night Elves. Extremely dominant on concealed. This was a very, very interesting map, to be honest. The Alchemist second. The Alchemist second. Was that the right call? Did that ruin the game? Shout out to Kaho, man. Shout out to Kaho. 2-1. And that means 40 needs a map versus Happy to go into the grand final. Yep, otherwise the grand final is Happy versus Focus. That is unreal. Oh my god. Oh my god. And Happy 40 is up next. So Happy is of course qualified for tomorrow already. But he can kind of decide who his opponent is. If he performs well in 2-0s, he probably got his dream opponent in Focus. Because if you saw Focus versus Happy yesterday, there shouldn't be a shadow of a doubt. that Happy would like to play against Focus. And now we'll see, man. Now we'll see. The two RARALAND champions against each other. Just a week after Rara was announced. I have to double check for the game name. But I think we're all moving to War 3 champions now, but the lobby is not up yet. Okay. Okay. I came right on time for the big match. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Do it 40. BNet training equals 2 and 2 training. Or 4 and 4. Lobby's up. Lobby is up. Happy's up. Oh, Happy versus 40 for the third time in 2026. And the lobby is freaking packed, everybody. Packed. Interesting setup, innit? Interesting setup. If 40 wins the map, it's 5-4, so -1 total. Focus is also -1. Yes, but 41 against Focus. The direct comparison. Never thought I'd cheer for Happy a single time in my life. Happy cheering for Happy. What a world we live in. But Happy, Matthias, you know that if Happy wins now, Focus is getting slaughtered tomorrow. Again. So should you maybe cheer for 40 to spare Focus the embarrassment of tomorrow? I don't know. What I know is that we have a wonderful collab with the ladies and gentlemen of OperaGX this month, and we're on the finish line. Only 9 days left. To help us out with this, why would you decide to go for OperaGX? You are gamers, and OperaGX is the browser for gamers. Comes with a lot of features specifically tailored for gamers. For example, Opera Control, limiting the RAM, CPU, and network usage of the browser when you're gaming. So,
is this the point to make a green pig getting slaughtered tomorrow butcher's joke?
Wonderful timing, Mr. Crestfallen. Perfect. So all the power of your machine goes to the game and not to the browser, except if you need it. Comes with the VPN, comes with AdBlock. It got all the tools that you use anyway already built in, like Discord, like Twitch, like TikTok, Instagram, Spotify, whatever. So no need for third-party installations anymore. Can force some dark modes on pages that still don't use dark mode in 2026. And if you like the darker look and feel, you can customize the entire thing. That also extends to your RGB mouse and keyboard, by the way. Mine is beautifully purple. And Opera getting better and better and better every time we use it. Moving from one browser to the next is extremely easy. On the homepage, you select what browser you've used before, click on import, and everything you had in your browser before is there again. Plus, the best thing, every download, every install supports the channel a lot. Pretty much like a Prime sub. So if we could boost the numbers above the pathetic 262 up to the 300s, That would be freaking fantastic. Shout out to Opera for supporting us multiple times. Here's the link in the chat. You need to use the link, otherwise it doesn't count. It's just a couple of clicks that supports us. That would be wonderful. What's the pay bump from 3rd to 2nd? 2,000 yuan. That's like $200, I think. Yeah, Neo. Yuan to RMB. Top. Yuan to RMB. Oh, it's $300. $300. Thank you very much for the support, Mr. Fallen. Where's my $5? Where's my Bardike and where's my Claymore? Players say go. Is it time? Oh, we're waiting for 40. We're waiting for 40. We're waiting for 40. Wait, is he deep in the thoughts on his stream again? 40 needs a map. 40 needs one freaking map. Okay, we get this done. We get this done. Where's my Jackie Coke? You got Feuerdrachen. Always something special. Always something special. Long anticipated. Now it's finally here. The two RARALAND champions, two multiple-time world champions, finally clashing against each other. Only the 3rd time in 2026. This is 8 months and 3 weeks. Every single encounter this year went to Happy. And if you look at the results, it's likely that it happens this way. Elo-wise, 2nd best player in the world against the 3rd best player in the world. Only 1-0 is above them. The 2 matches here, Yumiko Arena, 2-1, really close. The last one, 4-1 in the Rabbit and Carrot Birthday Cup. Wonderful name. 4-1. 40 needs to bring his absolute A game, maybe even S game, to stand a chance against Happy. The monster. Happy lost a map to Kaho yesterday, but he's been struggling with the Night Elves quite a bit. With the humans, I don't see that. It's up to 40 to bring the party here, ladies and gentlemen. It's up to the humans to 40 to bring the party here. Otherwise, Happy is going to eat you alive and focuses in the grand final. Because that's what it's about for 40. If he needs to win a map and then we get the final versus Happy tomorrow again. If he doesn't win that map, Focus with a negative score goes into the grand final. We don't have any crazy meta development here. It is Archmage, it is Lich. That's what it's about. But it's of course a lot, like about a lot more than this. It's about prestige, it's about honor, it's about bragging rights. Especially for 40. I mean, Happy will not brag. Never. He never speaks, he never brags, he never does anything. Now, 40 though. Different. Is it the return to the pinnacle of Warcraft for Fortitude? We will need expansions on both sides. Who does it better? Who does it faster? Or is 40 flipping the script on a map like Northern Isles and it's going for a push? This is surely a setup where you can go for a push strat as well. For that, we count the farms and we only see 3. 40, get the big heal mana potion. That is fantastic. Ring of Regen, but an Acolyte there due to a Footman harass. 40 is teching soon, right? He's pushing this. He's playing a tier 2 push. I would be very surprised if not. I really like this early aggression with the footman. I think this is something 40 has shown before in this series. And any means... Oh, tier 2 on both sides. 40 trying to make things a bit odd with the one rifle push that pretty much only he himself plays in this matchup. And Happy reads it. He's, hey, you got the footman here? You harass me? Okay. And then against the one base rifle push, nothing's better than tacking. Shout out to the sponsor of this tournament. $3,700, I think, for this. Happy is double checking. Are you really not expanding? Do you have any odd timings for me? No, he doesn't. Tier 2 on the way. And how hard does a rifle push hit if your opponent is on one base and on the same tech? And what's your plan B if you can't go for this push? 40, you have to tell me. I don't know. I do not know. What this accomplishes, though, is that the Lich stays below level 3. And if you're below level 3, you're automatically below level 4 as well. And level 4 is almost unbeatable.
A player's forces are under attack.
We're creeping. Level 3, I wouldn't say around the corner. But we're trading XP. Oh, Happy does the same. Happy does the same. Isn't that cool? Great minds think alike. But the Archmage is closer to 3 than the Lich. And that's a win for 40. It's been a long, long, long year. Oh, is he not getting level 3? Gloves of Haste. Nice steal. Oh, it's so close. Happy did not accomplish much in the past 2 minutes. 40, I guess, had a different idea. Thought he would be level 3 somehow, somewhere. Now the footman. Classic 40 play. He knows exactly when the slaughterhouse is supposed to come up and he wants to delay the statues for as long as possible.
A player's forces are under attack.
Paladin second. I like to see that against Coil Nova having single target heal. Level 3. Did Happy already confirm his appearance on RARALAND? Yes, he's gonna do the halftime show of the grand final and perform his version of the pizza song. Ketchup song. So, can we do something about this? Wand of Negation. Interesting usage against summons. It's usually used to get rid of effects like Hex and Entangle. Happy uses that for extra damage against water elementals. He's still committed to this push, huh? He is still committed to this push. 40 is on a timer. I think he already achieved something in delaying that slaughterhouse, in delaying the Lich levels, but he's losing more and more units. Archmage was also kind of low. Lich is still not level 3. And he doesn't get this last hit either. Priest coming, rifles coming. Having this one statue is so amazing. Still rifle pushes. in 2026. Slaughterhouse was hurt already. No Acolytes moving forward. If Happy loses the Slaughterhouse, it's a disaster. Can you break this one? Lich on the way to the orb. Expensive, but super important. Second statue coming out. What about the Destroyer? Probably not too much. The healing and mana region is way more important anyway. Happy, no Slaughterhouse. No backup either. Crypt Lord coming. Slaughterhouse rebuild. You should always keep tabs with the Water Elementals on that Slaughterhouse and ruin it. Tower coming up. Exactly. Now the Water Elemental damage is missing on the right-hand side, but it's way more important. Happy needs A-bombs, statues, destroyer, maybe even a wagon, disease cloud. Razor sharp push by 40. Priest Adept come in! And Happy has to look up what to do now. Okay, now he knows. Perfect micro hack enabled. The spell? Level 3 finally. Archmage is almost out of mana. Love that shot, but it's slow progress. Happy. Crypt Lord is here. Impale is here. Nova is here. Mass Murder is here. Arcane Tower is doing a good job draining that Crypt Lord. That was the one and only Impale, but the Arcane Tower is gone. Who loses more? Ghouls pulling forward. The Frenzy is up, but 2 of them dead. Another worker can't power build that shop. Also, the statue is almost full mana. If you could get rid of that statue finally, it'd be so big because there is no way to rebuild it right now. 40 got 1 production building. Can he get the second? Buildings in production have light armor, so they take more damage from piercing. 3 seconds. Oh, he got it. Okay, still no A-bombs, still no wagons, still no additional statues. But 40 at 50 loses the priest. Reinforcements are looking good. Macro is looking good. Mana on the Archmage all of a sudden is also looking fine, but mana on the Crypt Lord also, since there is no Arcane Tower anymore. Happy pushing him back with the heroes alone, but for how long? Roll of Necromancy being ready in a second. Acolyte here for healing. He got an extra Acolyte for exactly that purpose. We tower forward. And another attempt for that Slaughterhouse, but you can't get it up. You can't get it up. Many old people in the Warcraft scene with the same problem. When is 40 breaking Happy, or when will Happy finally be able to push 40 back for good? It's only tier 2. There's no powerful knights coming. There's nothing really, no mortars. DK 50%. Mass repair is not that fast, to be fair. And the Crypt Lord doing the damage here. Lich at 50%. Mana for 40 is looking extraordinary. And we go for the Slaughterhouse again. Same spiel. And you have to commit a little bit. Maybe it's a rifle. Maybe it's a priest. Big Nova! Okay. 40 at 42. Paladin, level 2. Can add some devotion aura now. Additional armor against the ghouls and skeletons is fantastic. It's about every single unit now. 40 was able to break the Slaughterhouse, but he could never break the Crypt. Happy 13 food down, but it's tier 3 food with the Frenzy. And 40 seems to be struggling a little bit. How fast the reinforcements, clarity, region scroll. And that Paladin is making all the difference. The Paladin that was missing versus Kaho. But how do you break the Tri-Hero? How do you break DK, Lich, Crypt Lord? Only 3 ghouls remaining. More space for the tower. And what about the Slaughterhouse again? He's trying to block with the Paladin, it seems like, to cut him off from the retreat. Oh, it seems like Happy is taking more and more control. Surround! Surround! Surround the Lich! He got a potion, he got a coil. Can he somehow reach? Somehow pass the potion? He does. And with that, it's a Fortitude over commitment. Good that he lets go. Good that he lets go. Happy is spending all of his resources, mostly on items here. Not too many reinforcements. Ghouls, super cheap, of course. And finally, the slaughterhouse is up. It took him 6 minutes? 5 minutes? But now we get the A-bomb, and those are pretty much unbreakable. Incredible resilience by Happy, as so often. No mistakes, no overcommitment, no panic. And that is the Archmage down, and that is Fortitude down, and that's another rifle push defended. Brilliant Warcraft by Happy. Very strong push. Good offense by 40 as well. But Happy stands tall on Northern Isles. Damn close. Oh, so close. Imagine if he gets the crypt as well. Happy is toast. Imagine if he doesn't have this almost perfect spell usage. Then Happy is toast. 40 had Happy in the ropes. But similar to Kaho, he can't clutch it out. He can't clutch it out just yet. And now, Fortitude needs this next map. Otherwise, Focus is in the grand final. I can't see the game hosted yet, which is a bit odd. There we go. What a crazy... Happy is a crazy man. Happy is a crazy man. He's playing every day, but he's playing on BNet. He doesn't care. Is that a rehost? Was I kicked? Oops. It was so close, guys. If the crypt falls, Happy is done. If there's no slaughterhouse at some point, Happy is done. If he doesn't get the second statue out, which was so close, Happy is done. Sick timing that was. Very good play by 40 to keep the Lich low for so long. Incredible game. Incredible game. These two, man. Peak Warcraft. Peak Warcraft. If you like what you see, there's many ways to support this channel that brings you these games. Back to warcraft.com/support. Appreciate every sub, every prime sub, everyone with the OperaGX campaign. Of course, donos, Patreon, everything up for grabs as well. We're waiting for 40 to get back into the game. Sometimes he has some issues joining games on champs. Still waiting. Still waiting. Oh, man. Again, if you tuned in late, it's a very close group stage situation. The next map decides if 40 is in the final or if Focus is in the final.
Love your channel.
Pretty all right. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Happy has small packet loss. That's also what you saw on my stream. That would be even crazier, dude. If he has the same stutters or similar stutters that we saw here, I have pretty much the exact same packet loss that Happy has. That would be so sick, dude. Infi has arrived. Detroit, thank you.
Red heart emoji.
Red heart emoji right back. Oh, 40 has arrived. Yo, Rolex, my man. Thank you for the gifts up, brother. Happy weekend, my dude. Happy weekend. Happy is back. Happy says go. No time to waste. No. No. That's a join bug. Haven't had these in a while. But yeah, if there is a couple of packet losses, if there is a million observers in the lobby, that is rather fragile. Michael, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm in the lobby again. Ugh, I got some nasty packet loss now. What the fuck? Okay. Let's hope for the best. Let's hope for the best. Just woke up. What, you sleep on weekends, Rolex? Disappointed. Disappointed. Second try to get the game running. Nope. First we're getting back to KK being shit. Now we can't get the game on Warcraft Champions as well. How much I miss this. We had some issues getting games together during War 3 Champions finals as well. It is not easy, everybody, to provide playing conditions for Russia and China for obvious reasons. especially as a Western project. So no blame on the champs, guys. We wouldn't need all of that if Blizzard had their shit together. But I got 10% package loss. Fuck. Well, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. I mean, we can't ask $1 billion company for a functioning multiplayer. Right? And Fortitude is preventing the game from starting. Yeah, 40 is in southeast China, I think. So it's a bit different than like a direct hub to Shanghai or whatever. And the length that the Champions guys went through to get this all working is still incredible and unparalleled. Two firewalls. Exactly. Exactly. Lords, thank you for the sub. Yeah, I think for 40, it's even difficult to launch the client. Not an easy situation, of course. Being under so much pressure, having to win the next map. And then disappears. Has to be said, though, that 40 is pretty much alone with this issue to this extent. Like, all the other players are here. Infi's here, the streamers are, the casters are here, Colorful, TH, Fly. They don't have this issue. So it is a very Fortitude personal issue as well. Well, we hit the button again to start the game. This time it was Lawlight. I envy the people who cast games whose games just work. But I hear that the StarCraft environment is shit. I also hear from the Age of Empires people that it's shit. So we RTS people, man, we're just fucked. We're just fucked. Lol, now my packet loss is gone. That's funny. Oh. I think the call is... Wait a second. Yeah, next, translate. I pretend like I didn't read. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. It's coming. Game 2. Happy has the 1-0 lead in this round robin group stage situation. Fortitude needs to win this game. Otherwise, focus is in the final. We got the game. It's running. Decisive one. 40 looked good in game number 1, but he couldn't break the Emperor. Who can break the Emperor? Can you? Can anyone break the Emperor that isn't a Night Elf is the question. And so far the answer is no. So far the answer is no. Fortitude in the green. Green is hope, as we say in German. Hopefully there is hope. Happy really doesn't have to change anything, right? We had some great adjustments, I think. Plan A, go for that expansion. If you see you're under pressure and your enemy is pushing you, he will not expand himself, so you don't have to expand either. Just keep it the same basis as your opponent, and you'll be fine. Who's your money on? If you ever do, which I wouldn't recommend, ever do a real life Warcraft bet and you bet against Happy, you can just take that $100 bill and set it on fire or eat it. That's the same chance of getting anything out of it. I guess, regardless of if you hold it with Happy or if you hold it with 40, you want 40 to win on this map, just so we get more games between the two. Is Lich first meta versus human? Yes, very much. Or somehow become a billionaire thanks to it. Yeah, or you go into the forest and you see a unicorn. That is also very possible. You might chase the end of the rainbow and you find a pot of gold. That is pretty similar chances. We go for the Expo creep. That is either a setup for an expansion here on map 2, or again a fake out to make Happy believe that there is an expansion, to then go for the tech again. For that, we count farms. 1, 2, 3. The Crestfallen, thank you very much. Happy on the other side does the same, but he's committing to the Ziggurat and the Skull. Kind of the same what he did before. A bit unlucky that there was no damage items found for 40 in the beginning. That's always a great help. Lich is charging up. Did he identify? Yeah, he found the crystal ball, checks the base, sees the farms, and knows now I'm not gonna expand. I'm gonna tech as well. This is good flow charting. Tanky Archmage might help against the Nova. Neo is doing great today, even the counting is on point. Some people might be surprised that my counting game to 3 is more or less flawless. Another ring. Oh, that is frustrating. Oh, footy down. No way he saves the ghouls. He sacrifices the ghouls to deny XP. Oh, and the ghoul is safe. For now. But that's extra attention, right? That's a bit of more damage that's not spread on other ghouls, on skeletons, on heroes. But 40 has a faster level 3, and this was something that he struggled with on Northern Isles. He had a level 3 creep route, but somehow that got ruined. Maybe a happy steal that I missed, whatever. Or he calculates more ghoul kills in and didn't get that one. Now we got level 2 water elementals early, and that is an amount of pressure that we haven't had this early on map 1. But there is no mana no more. But there is mana on the Lich. Level 2.9 here as well. Another XP dono is level 3 Lich. And I have to say, for being a higher level summon on the first hero, I don't think 40 is accomplishing much more than he did on Northern Isles. But 40 is so far doing a good job. He cannot give this water elemental away. Happy could still creep the red spot, but it's about every second. That's a gift. If it goes to Happy, that's such a gift. He wanted to trigger the purge, and the creeps got the XP. Nice. Rifles coming. We make sure that there's no expo, and maybe even also this acolyte. It is important if we aim for the slaughterhouse again. If you have a repair acolyte spare already, you don't have to build it during the techs or after the tier 3 is up. Where are we going now? Rifle, caster, paladin, same strat, just more tempo.
A player's forces are under
This is now level 3, undeniable, except if you have the sickest last hits in the world, but this is Happy we're talking about. Slippers of Agility, Nova level 2, freezing cold for the old man. Desperately waiting for the paladin to arrive. Uh-oh. You cannot lose the rifle! Oh, that hurts. Oh, that hurts. Oh, that's bad. 40. One map away from being eliminated. This map away from being eliminated. He loses the first rifle of the game.
a player's
This is a
forces are under attack.
tempo-driven build. Or is there a plan B? Is there a plan B? He knows with this loss the push doesn't work. Whew. We leveled the pally
Player's forces
for a fast level 2. We got a crystal ball as well. Shows charges now, by the way. Just took us 5 years. The rings and parry app will help against Coil Nova action, but Happy is of course on the way to tier 3, 40 is not. Long rifles, priest upgrade. We're charging up. But are we charging up a push? Or what's the plan? It looks like it, right? He's still going for that push.
player's forces are under attack.
And Happy. More and more puzzle pieces are coming together. No pressure on the slaughterhouse this time. Statues up. Tier 3 ready in 2 seconds. Statues also a lot earlier than last time. Do or die push for Fortitude. More and more people following the footsteps. On ladder I read. Go for that push. Oh, big opportunity if only the riflemen were faster. That is a big overextension with the priest. Easy snipe. And what do you do now? Orb up. Crypt Lord coming. 20 seconds. And the ghouls are all healthy again. If he arrives there 5 seconds faster, it's a bit of a disaster, but now the Coil Nova games begin and Impale will join as well. Chances for 40 were minimal after that rifle loss. And after he couldn't defend level 3, and Happy sees an opportunity! The Crypt Lord position! Impale! There's an invuln! Okay, but he doesn't even use it! Brutal, savage, ranked, happy on top of the Warcraft world once again. Fortitude has no chance on map 2, similar to Focus, who had no chance. The only players who could even touch him are the elves. Zero opportunity for 40 on map 2. The perfect execution of this defense once again. Why is the Archmage there? Why is the rifle dead? These are the questions that 40 has to answer. To his brutal Duyin chat. Double level 3 on the Pally. And Archmage. But it's 43 food. And there's very, very little mana. It ain't over till it's over. This push has to hit hard, and it has to hit so precise. Like the Tet Fiend pushes back in the day. And if you slow down and your opponent does not, that's a problem. Hello, Impale. Nova. This is an invite to a Nova. He's gonna epicenter the hell out of it. Another rifle down. Is Happy even losing units? Is the bigger question, I think. Good luck, Focus, tomorrow. Good luck. DK close to 3. Cryptlord close to 2. And the Lich is flirting with level 4.
A player's forces are under attack. Town is under siege.
40 doesn't believe in macro games. What made him so strong in the old patches. He lost faith in air. He lost faith in Knight's gyros. He lost faith in the tanks, apparently. But if you look at these series, how can you not lose faith in the rifle pushes as well? -1. -2. It is not the spectacle that we were hoping to see. It is spectacular, but the only thing spectacular here is Happy's Warcraft skills. 40 is fighting though. Trying to bite into that game somehow. But where is this X factor? There is no Stormbolt, surround, kill possible. Whole light is always necessary the defensive way. And Happy with the statues and with the Dark Ritual. He's using his spells like it's nothing. Bam, 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 bam. GG. 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 This wasn't close. This wasn't close. Happy didn't lose an ounce of skill in his 1 month absence from competition. This was too easy. This was too easy. He's trying again and again and again to break Happy with the rifle push, and he thinks that it's the most promising strategy. It doesn't work out. And with that, it is a heartbreaking affair that Fortitude is eliminated, last place in the group, since he also lost the tiebreaker to Carl. And Focus with 1 win and 2 losses in the grand final. Unbelievable, man. And if Kaho wins just one map against Focus, he's in the final. And if 40 doesn't lose the one map against Focus, he's in the final. It's so tight knit. It is about every single map. Every single map. What a day. What a 2 days. Tomorrow, best of 5. Happy versus Focus. The best of 3 was a 15-minute affair. So guys, if you have 30 minutes to spend tomorrow, watch it. You never know when Happy is accepting tournament invitations again. And Focus has defeated Happy before in the Yumiko Arena. We'll see. We'll see. The War 3 Champions champion against the world champion who's only playing on Battle.net. What a story. We kind of sent Focus in as the defender of War 3 Champions. That's what it is. Love that the graph shows how much influence the tier 3 has. I mean, it was all downhill from there. It's also logical, right? It's like the you bring a knife to a gunfight kind of situation. That only works if you have a lot of knives. That was the return. The 2 out of 3 days of the return of Happy to competition. It was utter destruction of Focus. It was utter destruction of 40. And it was an oddity versus Kao. Any comments? Any overlay feedback? Any happy feedback? That Archmage was crazy, by the way. That Archmage surround was sick. 10 minutes here, 10 minutes of non-stop glazing of Happy. I mean, I would love to criticize Happy. I did yesterday. His Banshee transition versus Kao was shit. But tell me one thing that Happy didn't do extremely well today. Tell me what. I'm here. I'll wait until you tell me one thing. His early game on game 1 wasn't 10 out of 10. Ah, yeah, 9. Yeah, was a 9. Was a 9. No interview. Losing 4 ghouls. Yeah, unacceptable. Against level 2 water elementals, unacceptable. But yeah, not the most exciting matches in terms of hype and how close they are. It's still brilliant. True. I asked what he didn't do perfect. True. Well, that's the games for today. Tomorrow at 1 p.m. I feel like Warcraft was at its best when people were actively trying to keep up with him. That's why his absence hurts more than anything. But wasn't it also extremely disappointing when they tried and it didn't work? Like, wasn't it also always the same story of non-stop disappointments? I don't know. Just personally speaking, I very much enjoyed the past couple of weeks. I think we had banger games. It was super close. Everybody had a chance of winning. We saw cool meta developments. Crazy games. And now we're kind of back to, oh, will this series last longer than 20 minutes? Like, there's definitely two sides to the story. And I try to see the positive in everything. But if there's some breathing room for other players, and every month Happy shows up once and shows them all who's boss, that's also quite something. Yeah, complete annihilation. There's no competition. Only Kaho. Only Kaho. And I would argue... Okay, hear me out. I don't want to take anything away from Kaho, okay? I don't want to take anything away from Kaho, but the fact that Kaho won a game against Happy is more due to the fact that Happy misplayed big time than to what Kaho brought to the table. Meine Meinung. My opinion. Misplaces how people lose games all the time. Yeah, but it was like, it's not, oh no, he mispositioned his DK. It makes absolutely no sense to go Banshees in that situation. Like, it was either he read the game completely wrong, or he believes in a very outdated strategy. Which to me is a bigger mistake than not using an invul pod, moving a hero too far forward. The Banshee transition was 99% over and he YOLO'd. But why would you YOLO Banshees and not Necros? Yeah, he made 8 Banshees versus Talons and Dryads. But otherwise, it was perfect. It was perfect. Very, 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 very strong. And again, like it speaks for the rest of the gang that it was so close between all the others. Want to point that out again, like how close the competition is behind. Again, Focus is in the final because of one single map. One single map. And it wasn't even a map that he won. It was a map that he didn't lose. So the 2-0 versus Kaho made the difference. And there, Focus played so well. So well. Unbelievably well. And then, he kind of deserves it. Hoping for a strong Focus tomorrow. I hope I'm wrong. Now, guys, it is again an extremely busy day. And it's one of the shortest streams in recent Back to Warcraft history. But I have shit to do that I can't do any other day than today. And my time is running out. So I gotta get shit done. Even though, yeah, kind of bad to let you all go, so many viewers. Whatever. If you like what we do, we always, always, always appreciate your support. Prime subs, the Opera campaign, everything that's listed at backtowarcraft.com/support. We will be back tomorrow, 1 p.m. when it is time for the grand final. Remo will welcome you to Happy versus Focus at 1 p.m. Central European time. I'm sending you over to good old Lucifer. I'm sending you over to good old Lucifer. Watch some legendary undead here. Yeah, sorry that I can't bring you more games. Saddens me a bit, but hey, it is what it is. Have fun with Lucy.